Here we go now.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Dad Challenge Podcast. My name is Josh, and you're here for Full Lid Friday on Sunday, because I missed it on Friday, and things have been happening. I need to update you on everything that's going on, some stuff that I'm scared about, and just kind of asking you guys to help me with a few things. Most of it is using your social media currency to help me out, but a couple things are going to be fun. My daughter made me this. She's like, I made you orange juice, Daddy, and I'm like, of course I have to drink it. I did not know it was made of pure little Christmas tangerines. I drank this, and I was like, delicious, tears. You gotta love your kids. Anyway, today's ball, I don't know who should this go to. Like, there's so many people that comment. There's a girl named Hap who has a lot of comments. I don't know who Hap is. Hap, this one goes in, it's yours, okay? Hoodie for you. Oh my gosh. Let's do that again. Oh, it's not getting closer. Let's go.
Here we go now.
If you don't know what the Full Lid here is, the Dad Challenge Podcast, it's where I just kind of recap the entire week, what's going on, what's happening in the world of worlds, Twitter, politics, news, YouTube, me, family vloggers, everything. And today it's going to be focusing mainly around family vloggers, mainly around you, Karen, Kendal, Rich. Oh my gosh, this girl. Here's the thing. I ignore kind of people that throw shade at me most times, right? People want to make videos about me. I just ignore it because they hate that you ignore them. Kendal, can I give you a little bit of advice? I mean, I know you don't want it because you just think you're the boss of everything. Just shut your pie hole. The best way to do this, I mean, I'd rather you didn't. Never interrupt your enemy when they're making mistakes. But, I'm glad you don't. But you're dumb. So we're going to talk about you today. Carl Lentz update. If you guys don't know me, I'm an ex-pastor, okay? The church world pisses me off, especially celebrity pastor culture, which we need to completely do away with, okay? It's dumb. It just needs to not be a thing in the church anymore, okay? Celebrities that are pastors need to be not that. And it's our fault for doing it, for elevating their platform, and then for taking advantage of that platform and capitalizing on it, right? Carl Lentz is one of the D-bags that was a Hillsong pastor in New York City. Hillsong had to we have to turn this guy off. He's out. He's fired. He's been cheating on his wife and other things. He comes out, not against, the big A, which is termination. And, most churches have to, because that's the stance they have to take. But I have a video on that right here, if you want to go look at it, about what the church should be doing about terminations and all that kind of stuff. But he doesn't come out strong enough against the things that church needs them to, right? The church has to take a moral stance on biblical principles at all times, right? The Bible matters. That's because the church is built around that. And so when the Bible says something, you basically have to say, yeah, that's the thing that we don't like. But the church also needs to take the stance on the fact that we love everybody. Everybody's welcome to sit here. And we want you here. But at the same time, the Bible says these things are not acceptable and they're sin. And so we will always stand on that, but we will love you no matter what, right? And we've talked about that a million times. Carl Lentz, obviously, when you get to this elevated level of celebrity and you hang out with basketball players and singers and actors and stuff, you're going to fall into their traps of the lifestyle that they lead. And we all know that actors and all these people lead very debaucherous lifestyles, right? They take part in things that they want. Epstein Island exists because of these people. Okay? People like Epstein and his wife don't exist without this whole sect of people who have everything but want the things that they can't have, which are the illegal things. In Carl Lentz's case, he didn't break any laws, but he broke moral laws. He cheated on his wife, and now it's coming out with a released Hillsong recording that it's been with multiple women, and they know about it. And so Hillsong basically wouldn't elaborate at the beginning on how many, and then that one woman came forward. Hillsong knew it was many, okay? And Hillsong also was having a problem with his status, and he was becoming too big for Hillsong, and he was like, look, I'm more popular than all of you guys, and Carl Lentz had leverage over them. And Hillsong basically had to just kind of get him out and say they were looking for when to drop the bomb, basically, and they did. I know from a source that I will not give you that Carl Lentz has now left his home. As far as the last update I've had, and this is all conjecture, allegedly has left. Laura is divorcing him, and he's gone back to one of his ladies. One of his many. I'm not sure if it's the one in New York. I don't know. But apparently he's out and he's back. And my projection for Carl Lentz was he was going to start a new church. I don't think that's going to happen anymore. I think that's far gone. Now he's just kind of going to use his leverage platform as all the people he's met and all the relationship he's built with all these famous people to enter into that world. Either it's going to be through managing artists or whatever it is. He's going to go full-blown playboy now. You watch. He's going to be full-blown like, you know what? If I've lost everything, he's going off the deep end. And he's going to do it for a while. Then he's going to have a conscience of heart, and he's going to change his ways in the next coming years. But you watch, mark my words now, Carl Lentz is about to live the life he's always really wanted to live. And as an ex-pastor myself and being free to swear on here and do all that stuff, it's kind of freeing. But at the same time, he's going to go down the wrong path. I know he is, right? He's going to be pushed away because he's the mistakes he made, and he's going to blame everybody else but himself because he's a narcissistic asshole. But that's the dirt on Carl Lentz. Now, it's alleged, not proven, but I know people who are close to him who know. And that's not out yet, and it will come. So, breaking, you heard it here first. Next, we're going to update COVID. A lot of people have been throwing me shade about my anti-mask rhetoric. Guys, I am not anti-masker. I wear a mask everywhere. But you know what I do? I wear these. Do you know what this is? This is a KN95 mask. I don't know if you knew that. In order to prove to you that I'm not anti-mask, can I just teach you real quickly how to don and doff a mask? Okay, first of all, if you're going to be pro-mask and you really want to die on that hill, go for it. I believe everybody should be wearing masks, okay? But don't throw shade at me because I told people that a piece of shit cloth mask isn't going to work, because it doesn't work, okay? But these do. But if you're going to don and doff a mask, even if it's cloth, here, let me show you how, okay? Because I had to take a little course on it. Never touch the fabric of your mask ever, okay? Always touch with the strings. When you don your mask, okay, make sure you put it on your chin first, lift it up, over your ears, and then press the wires over your nose to create a seal. Here we go, okay? Now the seal is here. And make sure that there's no air passing through here, and if you have to, tighten up the elastics and adjust just using the edges, okay? Now my mask is good. It's on. It's solid. Nothing's coming through. I can't feel the air coming through. Perfect. Now, the next step is don't touch your effing eyeballs, ever. If you have an itchy nose, sucks to be you, deal with it, okay? Don't touch the fabric. If you have COVID on your hands, you touch your fabric, it's just going to get into your mask, okay? Here's how you doff a mask with your hands. Loop them over. Lift it up, pull it off, throw that shit in the garbage. Don't reuse masks. Part of the problem here, everybody, is that we're all reusing masks, and I'm guilty of that. Okay, throw that in the garbage, wash your hands. Wash your hands 1,000,000 times. Wash your hands, wash everything 1,000,000 times. If you want to eliminate COVID or just eliminate the risk, it's about washing your hands and not touching your eyes or any orifices where the disease can get into your body. Stop putting your finger up your butthole, okay? Weirdos. So, I am not anti-masker, but I'm not going to pretend that wearing cloth masks like this one are going to help you. Unless every single person does what I just told you to do. Don't touch your nose. Don't be Katie Joy Paulson at the grocery store and then touch groceries and put one back, okay? That is the only way to mitigate this. So people are angry at me for being that way, but at the same time, the government has failed you by not putting out one effing commercial on YouTube or Facebook or whatever that they can totally afford about showing you how to properly don and doff a mask, right? My wife's in nursing school, Margaret, she's in nursing school. They take full courses on how to don and doff and fit masks on their face. Full courses in university for nursing, okay? None of us are getting that information. I just gave you more information than the government gave you about masking, okay? I'm not anti-masker. I'm just saying we have more cases than we've ever had in my city now than even when it first happened, and everybody is masked. And so I just don't see, if it's really working, it should have eliminated a tiny percentage of it. Instead, we are bigger and bigger and bigger. I just have questions. I'm not saying that I'm right. I don't have the answers. These are my questions. If everybody's masking, and they are, I saw one person this week who didn't wear a mask, and he was a homeless guy in the grocery store. Okay, that was the one person that didn't have the mask. Everybody else had a mask. So if masks really are that important, and maybe they are, explain to me why we have way more cases than we've ever had before. It can't just be Thanksgiving. I'm sorry. I think what's happening is that, yeah, you should be wearing a mask, but you should learn how to put it on properly, and the government should mandate these types of masks. Whether that means you have to make them available to everybody for free at the library or whatever it is you're going to do it. Or if you don't, I think the government couldn't mandate what you're going to wear. But more companies need to make these style masks that are better anyway. This is the right way to do it. So there's a right way and a wrong way, and I'm just asking questions. So sorry. I think I'm allowed to ask questions. Can we be fair on that one? It's what I do here. I commentate. I have questions. I might not always be right, and I am a pro-masker because I'm a human, and I know that helps people feel comfortable. But don't come at me with all the science that it's all right, because you can go to CDC website and find out exactly that the science is right there, that it's not actually helping as much as you think it is. Maybe I got ready to shoot again. Anyway, next. Oh, Bits of Brie. Bits of Brie, Bits of Brie. One of my favorite anti-vloggers. Oh, family vloggers, I mean, has copyright striked me. And I just, I'm not going to complain about it because that's the world we live in on YouTube, okay? I've copyright striked people too, and people come at me like, why'd you copyright strike people? Look, I can be construed as creepy to other people. The person I copyright striked, my wife was getting very, very, very creeped out and was researching all these things about when people get really enamored with you and they become like crazy, and it was creeping my wife out. So at my wife's request, I copyright striked her to try to get rid of the content. That's just what I did, because if my wife asked for it, it's happening. If my wife asks me to get off this platform forever because she's scared, I'm gone. If you don't see me the next day, it's because my wife has asked me to stop, and I will honor my wife's, I'll have a conversation with her, and my wife would never actually just be like, shut it off, we're done. She would actually have a conversation with me, and she would come to me as an adult, and that's the relationship we have. But that's why I did it. And so I'm not really, really surprised I've been copyright striked. I'm actually surprised it took them this long to do it, because I know for a fact that I use YouTube's fair use policies right to the T. I bring their content on my channel, I watch it, I change it, I pause it, I do everything I'm supposed to do. And I'm pretty sure I have been tried to be striked, because you think about how many videos I have of Micah and James. You don't think they tried to strike me? Of course they did. Lots of people have tried to strike me. I don't know why Bits of Brie succeeded. And I think the other Tiffany Beeston one struck me for the Vegas trip. She didn't strike me, but they took out the monetization because there was let me look at it, because it's weird, because I was like, what? Something about racial things, because I don't know why. I don't know how they got it, because I think I said you eat raisins, and I think they might have thought that word was racist, and I can't fight those ones. So I don't know what's going on with that. But she's copyright striked me, and this whole world of copyright striking, everybody gets all up in arms. I fully expected it, okay? That's within their right to do what they want to do, for sure. And so I'm not going to be super upset about it, although I do think I'm under fair use policies. But if I have fought the strike, and I'm just waiting to hear back from it. So if you see this channel disappear in the next couple of weeks, it's because the family vloggers have come after me and struck me for all those videos. So that being said, I started a new channel, and I'm linking it below. Okay, it's the Dad Challenge channel. So I'm just going to start backing up all my stuff over there. I'm not going to be doing the ones that will get me struck. I will just continue talking about analytics and all the big things, and it's going to continue on that channel. And so I'll have a backup. So if you would be so kind, and if you follow me and you want to support me, please go like that channel and watch the videos on it, so I can get it monetized and continue on with my work. I'm just having a backup. That's all I'm getting ready to back up, because I do believe that this channel, if Bits of Brie is successful in her strike, that they're all going to come after me like raging family zombies, because I'm coming after their money. The conversation has started. Like, people like Fathering Autism have commented in my comments. And he's like, I don't want to be in your way, or I want to get in your whatever. I said he doesn't want to be the brunt of one of my things. I have to talk about Fathering Autism because of getting like 150 comments about me covering him. And again, that's going to be a hard one, because you're talking about, a kid with autism and all this stuff. And is he raising awareness? Is he doing it for her and all this stuff? And we're going to talk about it. I know there's MLMs involved. It's going to be a hard topic. I'm going to come at it with grace. I hope. And because when it comes to a kid with problems like H, or this guy's daughter, you got to be careful with it. With H, it's just justice, right? With justice for H, because he's on to a better place, hopefully. Holy, lot to say here. But in lieu of what's been happening, all these copyright strikes and people coming after me, and the Michael Long story and Critical K and all these people that are trying to get us doxxed and are being dangerous on this platform, it is a dangerous place to be sometimes. And we're going to uncover something in a second. But I created this. And let me read it to you. I put this on my front door, okay? And this is why I have to do this, because this world can get really dangerous from crazy people. And every family vlogger out there, you need to be paying attention to this. And I'll give you a copy with your own custom if you'd like. This residence is a potential target for swatting. Dear police, SWAT, or other law enforcement professionals, if you are about to breach this residence based on an anonymous tip of some kind, please be aware that a YouTuber, an online personality, lives here. And what is happening is likely a swatting. No one in this home engages in illegal activity, and there are children that live here, 3 cats and a dog as well. We have registered at the local police station and let them know of our status. We are not armed. Please take care when executing your duties here. Now, I shouldn't have to do this, okay? And people would be like, why are you doing that? Well, I'm doing it because there are dangerous people out there on the internet. So basically, I want to uncover this video by Kendal, okay? All jokes aside, Kendal, what you're doing in this video right now, especially a kid behind you, okay, is freaking dangerous. Kendal right now is basically about to call out a guy that has been sending them death threats, okay? Now look, I know that she thrives in drama. She loves it. This is her world. Kendal, if you didn't know, is crazy in control freak. Like, she's nuts. And I haven't seen many of her videos yet. This girl loves to call out haters. It's like her favorite pastime. Okay, they have videos on calling out haters, and we're going to dive into all their clickbait stuff this coming week. Kendal, this week is for you. I'm very excited about uncovering, and doing everything about your kids' Instagrams, how much money you actually make, diving into your faith-based claims and your abuse tactics for your children and prayer and all these things that you're going to do. This week is basically, it's going to be all about Micah too, because you're Micah too, and you adopted a kid from overseas too with autism and everything else. You're basically Micah, only older and much older. And again, she called me out for being 40, and she's older than me. We're going to watch this video together. I haven't really seen it. I just started the beginning part of this. And I want to, again, all jokes aside, Kendal, please don't do this. Because why would you want to upset a predator? And I also say, like, well, you know, good for her for doing it, but at the same time, you're just going to piss these people off. So let's listen to this together and listen to her condescending tone. And now I'm not saying this guy doesn't deserve to be ratioed or be an asshole and called out or whatever, but listen to what she's doing and how dangerous. And think about this. She has family that she vlogs about. Everybody knows where they live, and she's about to do this. So let's listen.
Here's what it went downhill. So it went from like kind of like a prank to
also they have scary music in the background, and it's just adding to this drama of this whole thing, and her kids are listening.
He says, I'd suggest changing your number, Danny boy. It was me. It was my number. Or Kendal. You're lucky, and
I don't like Kendal. Like, she is like, ugh. Like, at least BITSOFBRI and Tiffany all said they're kind of like, they're innocent, cutesy, like innocent, like we're innocent dumb. But she's straight fiery, like sass, like snark. Like you just want to be like, there's no way she has friends. And if she does, they're the ones that go out to Starbucks without her and talk about her for hours, okay? There's no way she does anyway.
Say this address because we don't live there. You're lucky you don't live at 2698 Cooper Way anymore. We don't. I was like, you're messing with the wrong person. Then he says, but I will find your new home. And when I do, I'm going to blow your kids and wife brain away.
Then, okay, hear me out for a second. That is scary. Someone wrote that to me. I'm going to be like, first of all, I'm going to ignore it. I'm not going to respond to that. I'm going to call the police. Of course I am. I'm not going to make a video about it and put, like, you know, Jaws, shark, scary music behind it. Your kids watch this. Their content is consumed by children. Okay? This is straight disgusting.
I had a little bit of bad grammar there. Go back to school. Wife brain.
Again, look, don't bait a predator, because those people have nothing to lose. Why would you think this is a safe thing to do? This is crazy to me.
Away with my AR. I will kill Kendal, and I'm going to leave this out because it's really inappropriate. Something to your daughters. So
we know what he's saying there, and she's reading this online. Guys, if you need any more proof that predators are watching, she's literally reading you text messages from a predator who says, I'm coming after you. And it's just like making money on it. She's making content off of it. Again, erase the whole side of the content and making money off it. She's reading you actual proof that her family is being targeted. Reading it to you online. And is cool with it. Loves it.
Don't F with me, white boy. And I said, F you.
Smart. That's what I would do too. Hey, dear predator who's threatening to kill and harm my family. F you. You've got to be kidding me. How irresponsible is this woman?
Yes, I do. Yes, I did. And I'm going to be straight up with what I said. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to tell you exactly what I said, okay? I said, we have guns, my friend. And we do. In North Carolina, we had concealed carry. It's a legal thing. We're not, like, we have guns. We have...
Cool. You got young kids in your house with guns. Great family vlogging tip. Family vlogging tip number 1. If you have kids in your house, make sure you have guns.
Guns to protect ourselves, and I conceal to carry and all the things. So, little fact if you don't know that about us.
So she's just basically projecting here, like, don't come at me because I have guns. Okay, predators don't just like attack you full front. Yeah! Predators, like, this girl needs to be taught a lesson. I need to bring on a forensic, or I need to bring on like a person who knows about these types of people and talk about how dangerous they actually are. They're not just going to come full front at you. They're going to do things like pop your tires. They're going to do things like stalk your house, throw rocks at your window. They're going to do things like stalk your family and take pictures of you when you're out. But they're not going to come at you with a gun. Okay? These people are sick. They get off on making you scared. Just having a gun means nothing except that you're unsafe.
So I was letting this person know, don't mess with us because we will protect ourselves and we can, okay? And I just said, oh, I said my guns are waiting, whatever. Thank God you have sent this because you've committed a crime. Basically I was saying, you know, this is evidence. And then he said, dude, shut the F up and watch your back. And I
She's so stupid for doing this. I'm sorry, it's dumb.
It's Kendal dummy. And then he says, I live way too close to you. And not to mention.
She did that, and that was a low level, like, no, you don't, because we live in a rich area, and clearly this person isn't rich. She lives in a very, very profitable, very highly rich West Palm area of Florida. Like, I've gotten messages from people saying, you know, all their kids carry, like, Gucci backpacks. Look at their clickbait titles of their kids getting Gucci and stuff like that. It's just, this channel is nasty for, like, what not to be as a family. Like, this Christian family bases everything they have on what they have, what they achieve, what they can buy, and all that stuff. It is the most non-Christian people I've ever met, and they're fundamentals. You know what a fundamental Christian is? Worst type of religious people in the world, okay? They're gross. Pro-Trumpers, they're anti-gay, even though she said the other day she's not. Like, she's a fundamental Christian. Yeah, she's pro-life. She's everything that they would never talk about that stuff. All she has to do one day is come out with her true beliefs about, like, pro-life, her politics, and she'd be canceled instantly. They won't ever talk about that.
And you go to Walmart on Belvedere quite often. Okay, all my followers here, you can already know that he doesn't know us at all because
she's
Do I go to Walmart ever? No.
There was like one time.
Her kids are sitting here listening to her do this vlog. They're listening to her mother say, I'm going to kill you with an AR-15. I'm going to R your daughters. And she's saying this in front of her kids. Her kids know that this is happening. Look, I'm not against telling you kids, hey, look, just be safe out there, kids. We're getting some messages. I want you to be safe. Teach them what they need to do to be safe and all this stuff. But don't read this stuff in front of them. Again, they might laugh now, but this is gonna dominate their thoughts. They might have nightmares. They could be thinking about this every day. They can go out in public and thinking someone's gonna kill me. Okay? Be safe out there, but don't read this shit in front of your kids. She's a twat.
And the Belvedere, the one that he's referring to, is not even near where we live. So we wouldn't even go to that one if we did. So he's really clueless. So then Dan...
Hey, baiting predators. Cool content, you dumbass.
sends a picture. Should I show it?
Yeah.
I'm not going to show it. No, it might flag. I'm not going to show it. But it's just a picture of what we have in our house to protect ourselves. Ha ha ha. We never been to Walmart.
If you have this type of threat coming at you and they're like willing to like reach out to you, why are you engaging? Again, she loves this drama. She'd do very well on a drama channel. Hey, Kendal, why don't you do that? Take your kids off the channel, eliminate that whole side, the danger for your family, start your drama channel. You'd probably make way more money than you're making now. Why don't you do that? Seems to be what you love. You love this. So be careful, but that's a good idea. Why don't you try that?
We never go to Walmart, not even that one.
Yeah, we don't go to Walmart. We're too rich. Why would we go to Walmart? We're rich. Like, she needs to see this low-level shade she's throwing at people who have to shop at Walmart. I shop at the dollar store. I love it. This woman, is icky. Like, she's like, ugh. I'm gonna need a shower after this one.
Oh, really? And then I said, my arm's getting tired.
Yeah, from holding up a phone. And then
And then he tried to be like cocky, like he knew where he lived. He said, well, that's a bold-faced lie when I said I don't go to Walmart, which I don't. You guys know that. But
yeah, good for you. Good for you, elite.
let me make it very clear. I'm watching you and your family very closely. I don't want to see any of you breathing before this month is over. Oh yeah, here's another hint.
Don't laugh at this, guys. She's making light of something insane unless it's fake. Unless she's just saying, unless they're doing this for content, for fake content. But if this is real, this is scary. Please don't do this, people. The people that she's influencing, they're all laughing with her. They're like, oh, if I get a death threat, I'm going to laugh it off. Don't laugh this stuff off, people. This is severely irresponsible of her to do this.
In Olympia also, my dear. We don't live in Olympia. And I was like, we don't live in Olympia. And another thing, I should blast your number and address to your little audience. That would be fun. Well, he'd be blasting the wrong one. And that said, I guessed. I was like, you've already given yourself away. I'm not the least bit worried. We hate Walmart, never go. You didn't do your research enough. And then...
Why is she throwing all this shade at Walmart for people like, again, this whole channel, this type of stuff is why I don't shouldn't watch this stuff. Again, she's low level. Not only is she being super irresponsible with her family, but she's also shading people who go to Walmart. Like, she's almost saying, like, if you go to Walmart, like, who do you think we are? We go to Walmart? Like, come on. You guys catching the wind of this stuff?
It's like, oh, Kendal Michelle Grauberg. Grauberg is my maiden name. I'm like, Google that. That's like, you're not very smart because, like, that's Google, babe.
You're so dumb. This girl is dumber than Micah, and I'm like, that's saying something. Like, she's intelligent, like street smart. Maybe she's book smart, but she's stupid for doing this. Like she straight up doesn't like say dumb things, but she's dumb for doing this.
Common knowledge on Google, easy to find names. Why research anything when I literally follow you? And I said, give it up. Like, and then he says, okay, I'll give it up, but don't say I didn't warn your family. And then I said, well, tell me something about our family. What are the streets in our neighborhood? What is my...
Why do you want to bait this guy? Because now you're engaging with somebody who's sick, clearly. Okay, and now you're saying, well, tell me. And now you know what he's going to do? He's actually going to go try to find all that information, actively search it out, and find you. Why would you bait someone like this? All you had to do was not say a word, and then the likelihood he would go away. You've pissed him off to a degree now he's going to actually try to go find all that stuff. And your information is likely really simple to find. Everybody knows you live in West Palm. You don't shop at Walmart, so where's the next place you're going to go? Target, right? These people are sick enough to find that out. Why would you bait him? Your family relies on you to protect them, and what you're doing right now is straight baiting a predator. You dumbass. You stupid moron.
Look like? Does Lions Road sound familiar? It sure does. It's a big popular road in West Palm Beach. Everybody knows that is not in our neighborhood. And I said, sure does.
Oh my God, this one, you guys, are you seeing this with me? Like, all jokes aside, she's just being straight dangerous. She's being really, really irresponsible.
Neighborhood. And he goes, baby, that was a hint to let you know I'm not effing around. I'm like, you are a dumb beast because you don't know where we like.
Can you chill with the friggin', that's not a punchline. That's a punchline thing. There's no punchlines here. Your jokes aren't funny. Why do people watch her? I honestly have never watched any of her videos. Is she funny? Does she have good content? Because the clickbait that she's going through is insane. And I've got an idea. It's coming this week. It's going to be awesome.
Like, I mean, yes, we should be fear. What I'm saying is I'm not trying to downplay this.
Oh, are you not? And you just called him a dumbass. You called him F off. You're stupid. Baiting him. You're not. Are you? She's a walking contradiction. She's a parody of herself. She's so stupid.
We have called the police. Like, this is serious. But
let's make content out of it.
Talking big, but yet he's not giving like any accurate information, you know? And then he said something really inappropriate that I will not repeat.
What?
Nothing. And then he said, are you home now? I could drop by.
That's scary to your kid. She's asking what? Nothing. Oh yeah, so you just let your kid, make up shit in their head. Good for you. Smart.
And send a warning shot through your garage door. So we have multiple threats against our lives, which is actually a crime, And then, so Daniel sent the photo, and he was like, I'm going to blast that all the way around. I'm like, I care less. Daniel owns guns, so what? So we sent oops.
Okay, she's projecting right here so badly that she's scared. Right? She's making content of this, but the way that she's speaking is like manic. Like she's basically straight up, blah, 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 yeah, I don't care, and guns, and listen, she's definitely just like, something going on with her here. She's scared, but she's trying to make content out of this. I don't know. This is not something really, really you can make fun of, but like, something's up.
Said it, but I don't know if we get on YouTube, whatever. Then he said another very inappropriate thing I can't say. He said he's on his way, meet us outside. Then he said, see you soon, come outside. He wasn't outside. We went out there.
And you went out there. Okay, we'll meet you out there, Predator. You're so stupid. Like, all joking aside, a lot of people probably want to see you like off this channel, but no one wants to see your family hurt. And you're just baiting these people? I don't get this content. Did her fan, like she doesn't have comments on her, so obviously part of me thinks that pushing their comments off their channel, they don't have to answer to people saying, why is your clickbait so insane? Right? And they don't want to answer questions like this. This video is very irresponsible. This is a mother who's supposed to protect her kids and is baiting a predator.
Then it goes down. I've been talking a long time, guys.
Yeah, shut up.
It's just going back and forth, but he then proceeds to text my sister-in-law to basically say goodbye because he's going to kill all of us. My sister-in-law calls in a panic.
Yeah, sounds like your sister-in-law is smart about like taking threats seriously. And you're like, I don't worry about it. It's just a guy. Look, you have predators coming after you because of your channel and your attitude. Like, clearly they don't like you as a person. And they're trying to do anything to hurt you or to throw shade at you. For what reason? Maybe it's innocent, but people are like low-level hate you because you're fake. And this is not a victim-shaming moment here because, like, put your content out there, do what you gotta do, and no one should be coming after you like that. No one should be doxing you. No one should be throwing threats at you. You don't deserve these threats. Your family doesn't either. But be responsible when you do get them, right? Can we be fair on that?
My mother-in-law calls in a panic. They're all freaked out because he's contacting them to let them know that he's going to kill us. So anyways, after that...
Again, that's scary to me. How is he getting your sister-in-law, your mother-in-law's phone number? Isn't that like scary to you? That's a trigger at the one point. Okay, this guy has got information that most people don't have. And she's just flippantly like, it is what it is. That's scary.
I'm like,
Mom's voice was like shaky.
She was
like about to cry.
Oh, poor thing. She called Brindley.
But I can answer.
This person is, oh my God.
We were
Like competition.
Competition.
Yeah. So anyways, if you're watching, you're an idiot. And
no one likes you.
Well, I don't care. You're just an idiot. And like, come on. Anyways, police are, we're literally, the police are going to be here and you're going to see we're talking to the police. And so you've committed crime. Like, you're so dumb. But anyways, so that's what's happening. We will update you. So the police are going to come.
I don't want to continue to watch. So that, I wanted to show you guys that because, just because straight up, that is dangerous, everybody. What she just did there was ultimately one of the scariest things you could do. Look, I take threats seriously, and I don't have to do this. So I'm going to make first of all, she needs content, so she's going to make content out of it, which to me is stupid. These people will stop at nothing. They already have nothing to lose. And at minimum, they're going to do something to scare you. Maybe they're just being trolls and they just want to like see you unhappy. And maybe they're not going to do the things that they're saying in there. But they might do other things. They might find you at a Target one day and just by accident, there they are. And they may not actually do anything dangerous, but you don't bait these people. Stop baiting these people. That was a very important video to cover. Less about throwing shade at Kendal for being a total douche anyway, and you are. And more for like, hey, you know what? Take this seriously. Take your family's safety and privacy seriously. And don't be this person, because you're telling your whole culture and the people that you influence it's okay to be all funny about this stuff in front of your family. And again, doing this in front of your family, like blowing it off like you're an a-hole and like, look what we said, haha, laugh, you don't even know where we live. You're teaching your kids that these people don't actually exist, it's just fake. And they are real. And you're just like, they aren't going to be up in arms about like what's out in the public for them. You turned your kids into celebrities and without their consent. And it's your kids that are at stake. You guys want to come on as adults and do the thing you want to do, no problem. Go for it. You want to throw shade to predators, whatever, go for it, right? Do the thing you got to do. But your kids are the ones here that are going to suffer. They're not going to come after you. They're going to come after your kids. Predators come after kids, right? And you, in your neighborhood, in your community, people know who you are. If you're famous in your community, they don't like you. They probably watch you and they're like, oh my God, these people are total assholes. I can't believe they're in our community. Like, these people are social pariahs in their circles. And that sucks because their kids have to go to school. Although I think they homeschool their kids and the only thing they do publicly is go to cheer practices and stuff like that, which again brings all the predators to the yard. So I wanted to show you that. And that sucks. So Full Ed Friday, full disclosure, not much else going on except for the copyright strike. I'm a little bit worried of that, obviously. And, I fully expected this to happen. So, and I was almost like, I'm just going to be on this platform until I get kicked off this platform. But I'm not, things have shifted. Here's the thing. Yeah, I was making fun of people before, Micah specifically, and then throwing shade and having fun and being sassy and, putting the ring on and being a sass master. But when I started talking about the analytics and the conversation started shifting towards the real side of this thing, that's when people started copywriting striking me. Not that I was making fun of them, because I was actually probably low level bringing people to watch their channel, which is... it is what it is. But then when I actually started talking about the real stuff, that the real conversation started happening and the real things started being shared around the internet, that's when people started striking me. That's when YouTube allowed a strike to happen. So, yes, I'm a little bit worried. Did I expect it? Yes, I did. Do I deserve it? I don't think so. But maybe I've broken some rules of some kind. I don't know. But I think this is fair use policy. It is what it is. Go like that other channel right away if you... I won't leave you. I will be on another channel if I have to, or another platform if I have to. I am not going to give up this fight. Striking me and taking this away from me, it's not going to do any damage to me. You know why? It's because this isn't how I pay my bills, everybody. I'm not worried about it. I have a job, and I can do very well in the world. I'm not worried about it, and that's the difference between me and you, family vloggers. You can shut me down all you want. I'm not going to be worried about it. I'll just start another platform. I'll just go for it. I'm smart enough to just keep doing this. I will do what I need to do to mitigate those things too, and I will continue to come after you even if I don't have to use your videos. It is what it is. I'm not going to stop. BITSOFBRI, I'm coming after your $1,000 program this week. I sent her an email and I said, hey, look, would you like to make a comment? I'm getting at least 6 or 7 emails from past people that have taken your course, and people who are in your course right now, BITSOFBRI, I know you're watching this, that are not very happy with what they've gotten out of your shitty program. Okay, and it is a predatory program because you're charging people $1,000, and I happen to know for a fact there's over 150 people have taken your course, and that is over $150,000. I hope the IRS knows about this little side venture, because this is crazy. You make a lot of money off people and you give them nothing. And so that has prompted me to start a new channel probably, or a new segment anyway, that's going to tell you guys, if you really want to do side hustle stuff, if you really want to do YouTube, I'm going to be helping you do that. You don't need to go to these people's channels for this shit. I will teach it to you, and I will give it to you for free. Right? I'm going to be becoming a consultant for people. I'm going to be traveling over and teaching people how to do YouTube for those who can afford it, not for those who can't, obviously. And that's going to be something that I'm going to be doing. But Bree, don't take Bree's course. And if you have taken Bree's course and you've got something really good out of it, please let me know. I want to see your growth. I want to see if the $1,000 has paid off yet. Okay? I really do want to see that. And I don't think any of them have ever had that pay off yet. And so, coming after that. Kendal, Bits of Bree, this week is probably going to be just about you guys. So, get ready, because I don't like this Kendal lady whatsoever. She's a total idiot. And like, she's got the sass, and I love it. And she's going to love my drama that I'm going to bring her. And she's probably going to be the one that rebuts, hey, Kendal, if you want to have an adult conversation, I invite you onto the show. I invite you on here. I will give you the questions ahead of time. Let's have a conversation. We can get a little bit feisty. Let's do it. Let's do it. Again, you're older than me, so stop using age as like a creepy guy in his basement. This is my basement, yeah? I happen to like my studio. I know it's not like $1 million studio like you guys can afford. I've patched it together with, chewing gum and bits of fabric and lights and stuff like that. I tend to think that, I did really well being frugal in my studio. And, it might not be as good as all you guys, but you low-level shade everybody. And people shouldn't watch you because you're gross. You're straight gross. Okay. One more thing I really want to talk to you about is this thing that's coming out, because I want to, before my channel gets shut down, I need to send you guys over there. A few years ago, when I was a pastor, another really close friend of mine, Nate, he's a pastor as well. We went to a pastor's conference, and it was a worship conference. It was terrible, like they always are. Our church has paid for us to go, and it was fun. We stayed with friends of his. That friend of his happened to be a buddy of mine now named Matt, and Matt owns this company called Chicago Steak Company. And Matt is a super cool dude. Matt let us stay at his house. He fed us. He took us out to dinner. He took us around. He treated us like kings. And Matt is an amazing guy. And this is not paid sponsorship. I love Matt. And if you guys want to buy steak that's not like Omaha Steaks, please head over to mychicagosteak.com and order your steak from this guy. Matt is my hero, and I love him. And I buy all my steak from Chicago Steak, and I do a lot of his content. He's a great guy. He's not paying for me to say that. He doesn't even know I'm saying that. But anyway, long story short, Matt treated us like kings. And when we went to the store to buy him a gift, we thought, Matt deserves a gift. He's a good guy, and we'd love to give him a gift. But when we got to the card store, we thought, there is no cards for dudes to dudes. Doesn't exist. It's a thing that doesn't exist. And we thought, and then bing, light bulb hits. That evening, on our way back from DC, an 8-hour drive, Nate and I concocted the best business plan that has ever existed. And then it didn't happen. We couldn't execute it because we're so lazy. That business venture was called Bromark Cards, and it is cards for dudes to dudes. Bromark.cards is the website, and I've launched a YouTube channel, which I've linked below. Please go subscribe to it, because we're going to be starting to put out videos about that. It's basically about fostering the bromance. These cards are what dudes it's how we kind of talk to each other. I don't know. It's weird. It's nuanced. But so for example, one of the cards is the birthday card. Okay. And this is these are old versions of that card. Okay. They've since changed, and they've since gotten way better. But basically, this is the card. I don't know if you can see that. It says bro, and has a little birthday cake. And if you open the card, it says HBD. That's it. And then there's the logo on the back. You don't have to say a lot to say a lot. Basically, what I've done is I've created these cards that are just like, they say everything. You don't have to say much. And there's etiquette to these cards. Okay. If you're going to give a dude a card, okay, it has to have money in it or something in it. Scratch ticket, something, a 20 or more. Okay. And I have 1 million cards already created, already ready to go and executed. And I've decided to use this platform now to launch this card company. Okay. And it's going to be a Bromark Cards company, and it's going to have things for dudes. It's going to be promoting bromance and bro culture, but like on a level where it's not like nasty and like patriarchal, but like really about fostering a close friendship between bros, because I think this is a conversation needs to happen. I do believe that's a thing. And a guy with a good bro, like a ride or die dude in your life, that's one of the most valuable things a guy can have in his life. And if your wife likes that guy, even better. So if you like this idea, and a lot of you do, I would love to have you guys go subscribe to that channel over there. Follow me on Instagram, Bromark Cards. All that's going to be below, and help me to grow that platform. And for my, my main followers and all that stuff, I would love to send you a couple of these. But what's happened is I've gotten, Tom and I are going to start building these cards ourselves. We're going to hand make them. Because these are the old ones. Here's one. It says Dad, and it's got an anchor. you know. Bro mark cards. Things like that. I've got one that says, you know, if a dude's having a baby and they're going to vlog about it, you send them a card and it says, dude. And on the inside it says, congrats on the sex. Just cool stuff. You don't have to say a lot to say a lot. Now, you can write on the inside of the card, but basically we're going to make very, very, very nice boutique cards. We bought a gold foil, a hot foil gold stamper, and they're going to be really beautiful black cardstock with gold foil, and then we're going to have really beautiful black foil on heavy ivory stock debossed. Like, they're going to be beautiful. You open up this card and it's going to be like, how much was this card? These are going to be keepsakes. They're not just going to be when guys toss cards all like, oh, thanks, and they throw in the garbage because there's nothing in it, right? These are going to be cards that are conversation starters, and there's going to be videos that come along with it. There's going to be etiquette videos. There's going to be inspiring things that you're going to want to see. Like, we're going to talk to bros, hear bro stories. We're going to build this whole culture and this whole platform around bro culture, and about how being a really close friend to a dude is going to be really important in their lives. Okay, because something that may not be talked about. So if you like this idea, please head over to the Instagram and the YouTube channel and like that. And I'm going to be dropping some of these cards very, very soon. There's going to be contests. We're going to be shipping them out to all the influencers first. You guys want some cards? We're going to be hooking everybody up, because that's how this thing starts. Kind of one thing I'm passionate about. This is a creative idea I've had for a very, very long time, and I cannot wait to show you what it's going to look like. So cool. So cool. And I think guys are going to be finally there's this cool thing that's happening. Please don't steal my idea. Anyway, I've already have it. But I think once this gets out there, a lot of people are going to steal my idea. So it is what it is. But I'm going to use this platform to grow that and use it to put this message out there that bros need bros. And there's going to be a girl line coming out called it's called Babe Mark cards. Very similar, but it's going to be all like pink and bedazzled, and they're going to have like, there's no money in it. It's going to have the nicest words and spaces to put. It's going to smell like flowers and like nice perfumes and stuff. It's going to be different, but Babe Mark is coming too, and it's going to be a complete opposite of this, and it's going to be amazing. So if you're creative out there, if you make cards and all that kind of stuff, reach out to me. I'd love to use the audience that watches me as if you've got business ideas and things to like help and want to be a part of that, to help your creative work and your flow and all that stuff. So that's what's coming out. I was waiting till the YouTube channel was created and the Instagram was created to start dropping this stuff, but I'm doing it before my channel gets canceled. So I hope you will do that, and I'll continue to talk about Bromark. Thank you for watching. And ask your husbands and the men in your life what they think of this idea. You don't have to say a lot to say a lot. Dudes, like, the first video is going to be like, when a guy says this, dude, it means things like, hey man, I'm really sorry about that thing that happened. Or if a guy says, dude, it's like, he just got like the hottest girlfriend, or he got a sweet new car or something like that. That's what that inflection means. Or if you hear something like, dude, he's being a douchebag. Okay, guys say things differently in many ways, but the same word still does. Or like if you go, bro, or if you go, bro, bruh, all those things mean different things. Bro, bruh, all those connotations means completely different things. Okay, and so that's kind of what this is all about. We're going to talk about this, and we're going to create a culture for dudes. Two dudes. Does it make sense? I hope you like it. Anyway, like me on Instagram. Do all the other things on the Instagram. Follow me on this channel if you want. Subscribe, hit the little bell. I don't care. I don't know. Whatever. You are valuable. People love you. Sunday. It is Sunday. Full Lid Friday is over. But thank you for watching it. I love you, and I hope that you have an incredible day. Thank you for spreading this message on Instagram. Thank you for doing this, and it's actually happening. The conversation is about to explode. Okay, I got another idea I'm going to talk to you in the next episode about how we can probably target specific politicians to see what we can do about this. I've got a great idea, and I think it's going to be fire. Let's continue to unlock the analytics. Let's continue to go down this giant, gross wormhole, because things are happening. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow.